Sound. Well, so what is sound? It is a mechanical wave. Remember, that means it needs a medium to travel through. So if I have sound produced in a vacuum, so say this bell that's been evacuated, so you can't actually hear it outside of it because there's no air to carry the sound. Sound is also a longitudinal wave. Okay, it is not a transverse wave. This is why you don't usually see a graph of what a sound wave looks like. It's a lot harder to make a pretty looking graph. So really what's happening is you have some sort of vibration. And so you're getting compressions and rarefactions in the air. Sound is a pressure wave. So those compressions and rarefactions are happening because each particle applies pressure to the next one. And so it's actually a wave of pressure coming at you. That's why if you stand next to a really huge speaker turned up at a very high volume, you can actually feel it. So again, here's a picture of those compressions and rarefactions. In this case, it looks like, hey, it's blue, maybe it's water. So sound can travel through any medium, not just air and water. So how does it actually work when we hear a sound? Well, something has to vibrate. That vibration displaces the nearby air particles to whatever that object is. The pressure wave created by the displaced particles spreads out. And then we translate the vibration of our eardrums into our perception of sound. So what about that age-old question, if a tree falls in the forest and there's no one there to hear it, does it actually make a noise? Well, it's in a forest, so I'm assuming there's air, so yes, it makes a noise. There are things vibrating and a pressure wave is going to expand. Just because there's no one there to hear it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. But let's see, what about in outer space? Now, space isn't a vacuum, but there's not really a lot of particles. They're not close enough to each other to really truly pass on a pressure wave. So, for all my nerds out there, you can tell me what's wrong with this. I don't think he actually heard that explosion.